released by Onlf, and the statement is titled "The Illegal Attempt to Stage a Fake Onlf Central Committee Meeting and Congress in Jigjiga." And the statement goes as this: "The Ogaden National Liberation Front Executive Committee has received a credible intelligence that the ruling Prosperity Party, PB, of Ethiopia is preparing to stage an illegal and fraudulent event in Jigjiga, falsely presented as a Central Committee meeting and Congress of the Onlf. This desperate move is intended to preempt and sabotage Onlf's legitimate Central Committee meeting scheduled for May 20th, 2025. In recent days, the Somali Regional Administration, under the direct influence of the ruling party, has been disbursing large sums of money to recruit individuals to impersonate Onlf Central Committee members. The aim is to organize a staged congress that installs a hand-picked group of regime loyalties falsely presented as an Onlf leadership to serve the political interest of the Prosperity Party in the Somali region. On April 8, 2025, the fraudulent meeting was indeed held in Jigjiga with the active participation of the officials from the National Election Board of Ethiopia, NEBE, who attended as an observers. This brazen act confirms that the event was not only state-sanctioned but directly supported by the very institution tasked with safeguarding electoral integrity. NEBE presence at a fake party congress orchestrates without legal basis or party authorization serves as undeniable evidence that the Prosperity Party is using state institutions to sponsor these illegitimate operations and dismantle Onlf from within. This is not merely a breach of political norms, it is a direct assault on the Onlf's identity, legacy, and legitimacy. It is an attack on the Somali people's rights to self-determination and democratic representations. A well-worn pattern of state sabotage. This is not the first time Ethiopian regimes have used deceptions to dismantle opposition forces. Under the previous regime, state actors announced fake Onlf leaders multiple times. The Abiy administration has continued this practice, most notably against the Oromo Liberation Front, OLF, where a regime-aligned deputy was appointed to a ministerial role and falsely claimed party leadership. In ONLF's case, the campaign of sabotage intensified following the Golaha Congress. The National Election Board of Ethiopia, NEBE, initially refused to recognize the Congress for over 2 years, falsely claiming non-receipt of its minutes. Later, when confronted with proof from their own registry, NEBE admitted the minutes. NEBE admitted the documents had been deliberately hidden by a staff member, yet no accountability followed. Subsequent attempts by Onlf to hold a Central Committee meeting and prepare for a Congress were again obstructed. NEBE rejected the minutes, arguing that certain Central Committee members were absent despite clear evidence that these individuals had either publicly resigned, joined the Prosperity Party, been elected under its banners, or became employees of the security services. Ethiopian electoral law explicitly prohibits security sector's employees from holding party positions, yet NEBE insisted these individuals must be present, thus using their absence to delegitimize the Onlf internal process. Additionally, NEBE overstepped its legal bounds by declaring a new deputy chair for ONLF, in direct violation of the party's bylaw, which clearly states that the deputy chair is appointed by the party chair to ensure unity and prevent power struggles. NEBE also refuses to acknowledge the disciplinary decisions taken against members who had been co-opted by the regime and rewarded with government jobs. This is not oversight. It is a sustained and systematic effort to dismantle the ONLF as a legitimate political force and render it ineffective as an opposition party capable of challenging the Prosperity Party's control. A direct breach and potential termination of the peace agreement. The latest scheme is not simply an internal political dispute. It constitutes a grave breach of the 2018 peace agreement between ONLF and the Ethiopian government. The agreement was founded on a principle of mutual respect, political space, and ONLF's autonomous participation in Ethiopia's democratic process. Should the government proceed with staging a fake Congress and endorsing a fraudulent leadership under the ONLF name, it will amount to a material violation of the peace accord and render it null and void. Those are the statements released by ONLF. At this point, I would like to add few points from my personal perspective of views. Knowing the situation and the geopolitics in the Ogaden region, I just want to send this quick message to the government of Ethiopia, led by Prime Minister Abiy, and the local administration led by Mustafa. I just want to tell you, I'm not sure if you read the history in the region. I just want to tell you, the Ethiopian government, along with the local administrations led by Mustafa, are playing with fire. And if they don't know the region's history, if they push our people to fight, our people know how to fight. So we are warning you, do not push our people to fight. Do not push our people to fight. We know peace and we know fight. And we don't know anything in between. Thank you.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله.